body pump inspired workout for you. That means high reps, low weight or no weight if you don't have any. We're gonna start with squats. We have 1 minute of each variation, 3 variations for every body part. Starting right here with regular squats, feet just outside your hips. Taking it down and back, bracing your core nice and tight. Your second variation is going to be wide. So you're just going to heel toe a little bit wider, slight turnout, but the hips still lead the way back. Third variation, you come narrow and stick with 1 minute there. Option to have a weight. If you have weight here, you can add a press if you like as well. You can repeat that again, or you can stick with 1 round of each. Moving on to chest. For chest, we have a press. So if you don't have weight, you can grab something that you could hold across your chest to create tension, or you can do flies, a whole bunch of different things. So we have a chest press. So you're going to take that weight, whether it's a bar or a plate. I'll show you with a plate. And we're gonna come down, and you have 1 bottom half, 1 single, 1 bottom half, 1 single. Exact same thing would go for flies, whether you have weight or not. Bottom half, single. That's your first variation. And then you're going to put that weight down and you have walking push-ups. You can be on your knees or your toes. You have 1 middle, walk, walk, 1 side, walk, walk, 1 middle, bracing your core nice and tight, taking the hands wide. That's gonna work your chest. And you're gonna come back to the bar or the weights, singles only. If you need to, you can go back to that first variation with the bottom half as well. Repeat the whole thing. Again, 1 minute each exercise. Then you're gonna move on to back. For back, if you have weight, you're going to give me a deadlift. And then a double row. Deadlift, your hips are going back, your weight is in your heels. And a double row, nice and narrow, squeezing your elbows past your rib cage. If you don't have a bar, you can do the same thing with a single plate, deadlifts and rows right there, or even 2 plates, or you can just hold a towel and create resistance, tension between the shoulders. Again, you're gonna work on sculpting the back. So that's your first variation for back. Your second variation for back is a power press. So you start with an upright row, stopping just below your chest. You're gonna tuck the elbows in and to get under the bar, bracing your core tight, bending your knees, push it up for 3, collarbone bend, 2, and 1. And then you reset in the exact same way that you brought that bar up. So when we do it full speed, it's gonna be press, 3, 2, 1, and absorb. 1 minute there, and then you have your final minute with triple rows only. So again, option for the bar or a plate. This time I'll show you with the plate. You come down, 3, 2, 1, and stand. 3, 2, nice line from the tip of the head all the way down to the tailbone. Repeat the whole set, and then you're going to move on to your next body part, which is triceps. Triceps, we have kickbacks, so you're going to need a lighter weight if you have that available. We have kickbacks. You can do these standing, splitting your stance, heel down in the back, weight in this heel, making sure your knees line with your toes, or you can kneel it down as well. You're gonna lift this elbow up. You want to make a nice 90-degree angle. You're going to lift and lower, lift and lower. 1 minute on the right, 1 minute on the left, and then I'm going to give you an option. What I want you to do is challenge yourself and go for some tricep push-ups. Hands just underneath of the shoulders, elbows glue into the ribs. One single, step out, out, in. Or you can go one single and jump out, jump in, bracing your core. If tricep push-ups are not for you today, then you can go with dips, taking your fingertips forward, lifting your butt up, bend. You can do this on the edge of a couch, a chair, anything that's elevated, or you can even go for the extension option with a weight. Extensions, your elbows are glued in right there. So that first exercise again, kickbacks right, kickbacks left, and then tricep push-ups, stepping out right and left. Moving on to biceps. For biceps, you need weights or a bar, something that you can lift right like that. So it doesn't have to be a traditional weight. You can use a water ball, something that's going to give you a little bit of resistance. So we have one bicep row, underhand grip, 2 curls, 1 row, 2 curls. That's your first variation. Your second variation is just triple pulse and lower. Triple pulse for 1 minute. Then your third variation, you're going to have 1 single, 3 pulses. 1 single, 3 pulses. If you don't have a bar, you can do the exact same thing with plates, adding a little rotation at the top, or if you need more of a break, you can alternate right and left. That's your biceps. We're gonna move on to lunges. Again, weight or no weight. We have dynamic lunges to start. We're gonna take the weight in that front heel, soft knees, narrow, kind of a half squat position. Step back and in, back and in. Notice I am not straightening this leg. I'm staying low and I'm bracing my core super tight. And I can add a little bit of speed or a little lift. But remember, never straightening that leg. Hips are nice and square. You're gonna go 1 minute on the right, 1 minute on the left, and then variation number 3. You're going to pulse narrow and pulse. 2 and 2. Making sure that you're stepping back all the way to that lunge position, 90 degrees in both knees. Repeat the whole thing, and then you're gonna move on to shoulders. Shoulders and core, that's all you got left. So for shoulders, option for 2 weights, or if all you have is a bar, I'll show you options for that as well. If you have the 2 plates, we're going to go front raise, side raise. So front raise, you're lifting out, standing up nice and tall, keeping that chest open, and then lift from underneath the arms on the side raise, 90 degrees, front and side. If all you have is a bar, then stick with the front raise. Right there. That's your first variation. Your second variation is going to be a rotator. So you have 90 degrees, take it up, flip, you're gonna add 2 presses. 1, 2, 90 degrees, rotate, and bring it down. 90, rotate, press, press, 90, rotate, bring the elbows in with control. If you do not have plates and all you have is a bar, what you can do is upright row, front raise. Or if you'd rather do that with the plates, that could be your second variation. Your last variation is going to be presses, a bottom half, and then all the way. So I'll show you that with the bar. You can also do this with plates. Bottom half just above the forehead, bring it to the chin and press. Bottom half and press. Focusing on the shoulders so we're nice and narrow and we're bracing the core. Repeat, and then you're on to abs. So where do we finish with abs? Option for a plate. You have triple pulses. Option for the plate right here, and then tap down, tucking your chin in, scooping out your lower abs, gluing the back down to the ground for 1 minute. Then you have reverse crunches for 1 minute and rotating reaches with the plate. So the reverse crunches, you lift the hips and lower, lift and lower, scooping out the belly. If you need to, you can take a plate or a weight, something behind you to help you, give you a little bit of leverage as you lift. And then our little rotation for some oblique work right here. So you're gonna pulse middle twice, right twice, middle twice, left twice, middle, side. Rotating back and forth, repeat it, and you've made it. Option to repeat the whole thing. If you want to get some cardio in addition, you can add a little bit of cardio in between each set. Maybe it's jump squats, maybe it's high knees, maybe it's a 400-meter run, a whole bunch of different options. It's your workout, you get to choose. Thanks for joining me. Hope you're doing well. Take care.